How are you, YouTube? George here. Hope you're all well. And beautiful day here. And yesterday was quite nice as well. The sun is beaming in the window here. So, yeah, a little bit of a rant, I suppose. Last April, I redone the whole front end of the Merc. I did all the control arms and I did all the anti-roll bar bushes, strut top mounts, everything. And I decided while I was at it, I'd fire in a new set of brakes. So I put in a set of M-Tech discs. You probably remember me going on about it at the time. These people. So I think the trouble was that I had bought them in October or November or something like that previous, and they were sitting in the box in here in the shed for quite some time before I got around to fitting them. And as you know, when you only have a driveway, like I can't get my car in here, you have to depend on the weather. So long story short, anyway, inside of 6,000 miles, the driver's side one is like a banana, and I ran the dial gauge on it, and it's so warped it's not even funny. The passenger side one is okay, so I got onto them anyway, and a big long email conversation ensued over a couple of days. Oh, you didn't fit them right, was the first thing that was said. And I said, look, I did fit them right. I said, there's only one way to fit brake discs. And I said, how could they work for like 7 or 8 months, and then suddenly you have an issue where you're getting severe brake judder. It's that bad now that you can't stand on the brakes. Like, you have to brake very gently, or the whole front end of the car spazzes out. So then the next thing was, must be your calipers. You have a sticky caliper. I said, no, calipers were fully rebuilt at the same time. I sent them a link to the video of where I was doing it. And what else was said then after that? Oh, something along the lines of, it went back to you didn't fit them right, and did you run a dial gauge on them when you had them on, and blah de blah. And I'm a long time messing with cars, and I fitted Manny's a set of brake discs, and I've seen Manny's a lad fitting brake discs on me travels around about the place. I've never seen anyone running a dial gauge on brake discs. But like, I done the ones in the Beamer there a good while ago on the front, and I put they're perfect. Absolutely perfect. Just stand on the middle pedal and that thing, and it'll put you out through the freaking windscreen. I was never really happy with these M-Tech brakes because they weren't great. Now, I know in the Merc the way it is done, like you have to stand on the pedal a bit harder than you do in the Beamer. And so long story short, sorry, you're out of warranty, but we'll give you a discount on another set. And I don't think so. That's not happening. I'm not putting up with that, because if it happened once, it'll happen again. So I started doing a bit of email or research on the internet, and I have a bit of a mixed reputation. I'd call it 50-50. A lot of people have had the same experience I've had, and a lot of people have had no problems at all. So whether that points to a quality control issue or something, I don't know. But so the plan is I'm going to upgrade it to the sports pack discs, or sports pack brakes, sorry, which currently, as it stands, there's two 70mm rotors on there and single piston calipers, and we'll end up with 3 30mm discs and twin piston calipers. So it should up the performance of the brakes quite considerably. So I'm just in the process now of I was on real OEM there all morning now, making sure that the part numbers and everything is all interchangeable. What put it in my head was there's one up in the estate where my mother-in-law lives. Some fella has it up there, and it's actually off the road. Something happened to it and he went off and he bought another one, and it has these sports pack brakes on it. And I left a note under his windscreen wiper of the car he's driving now, but he never came back to me. So I'm going to bring them in from Latvia. This guy on eBay out there in Latvia, so I can get the bits there. Oh, they won't fit. Of course, he's going by the VIN number of my own, because the VIN number of my own would tell him they're not going to fit, because when they came from the factory it only had 16-inch wheels. So I've got 17s on it now, and the one up the road has the same wheels that mine has on it, and there's only about 5mm clearance between the inside of the spoke and the calipers, but they will fit. And went through all the steering knuckle is the same and everything, so the brake mount points will be the same for the calipers and all of that carry on. So that's the next stage, is to get that sorted out. And other than that, now I've been doing bits of stuff around the place over the weekend. We got a new toy here as well. Got this on Amazon. I think it was around 30 quid or something like that. And the reason I bought it was A, I've always wanted one, and B, it had very good reviews despite it being as cheap as it is. And one guy said, you know, you have to make a few changes to it, which I did, because the way they had it done when it came, these two bolts here were just like machine screws, where they were threaded all the way. And these are actual bolts now, so the shoulder of the bolt here, which is, you know, just the same diameter, like 8mm or whatever it is. So the way they had it with the machine screws, you know, the threads would have eaten into these things and elongated the holes over time. So I changed out the bolts, and there wasn't a screed of lubrication on it when I came here, and we've it all greased up. And I made this mount. It's a big offcut of 9x2 that I had left over from making the bench for the bike, and it clamps into the woodwork vise there, and this thing will slice through 3mm plate like it's not even there. This mightn't work with no hands. No. Let me see. Yeah, that should work. And just get the camera to sit there. There you go. And it cuts it so clean that you don't even need to file it. So this will up my game. I do a lot of messing here with sheets, so mainly aluminium. So we're going to make new bits and pieces with that. I'm going to remake this cover here, because when I made it originally, then I added these two bits on to the end, and I just don't like the way it looks here, you know, where you can see one bit sitting on top of the other. So we're going to remake that all in one piece, and I just made it like that to cover the bolts and the brackets. So we'll end up remaking that. Other than that, not much has happened. I had a bit of stuff to do outside. My grass has grown, and I had to go and get some more seed for today, because there's a couple of spots where I mustn't have spread it right. So I have all that sown now. All those ball bits that you see there. So another 2 weeks time, my lawn should be absolutely mint. And people always ask me, how is your lawn so green and lush? And I tell them, get 3 dogs and let them shite in it every day, and yours will be the same. So, yeah, other than that, not much else to report. Haven't really done anything out here. I haven't been out here, to be honest. Been working and usual, blah blah blah. Same old song. And quite pleased with this now. This is sitting out here now since I got it, more or less, and I let it charge and turned it off, and there's no air leaking. But I find that these push fit Festo fittings are very good anyway. They don't leak. So, and same story here with the regulator, no leaks. They're great, fierce handy. At some stage down the road, I'd probably put an air fitting over this side. I have another regulator there that I can use. It's only an old eBay special, but it'll do the job. So that's it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry. Forgot about this. I said in the last video that Paul was going to do the powder coat the spring for the Hagon shock. Is it Hagon? Yeah, it is Hagon. I couldn't remember the name of it the last day. So he's done it in gold, which is what I wanted. You done a real nice job on it. Thanks very much, Paul. I really appreciate that. So it'll be a black and gold theme I'm going with, because I think it looks smart. You know, be mainly black, just little gold bits here and there. So yeah. So I hope everybody's keeping well and staying out of trouble. And I'll leave it there. And I will get you in the next one. So take care, have a good week ahead. And don't work too hard. And don't do anything I wouldn't do. All the best. Good luck.